Hey everybody, welcome back to Upstate Speedtests. Today we are inside the Oakdale Commons, which used to be called the Oakdale Mall, and it's currently being redeveloped. They've added a Dick's House of Sport, they've got a BJ's now, and a Dave & Buster's opening at the end of next month. So behind us is the Verizon store that's been here forever and ever. Over here, you've got the AT&T store. And further down the mall at Center Court, you have a T-Mobile store. So I thought it'd be interesting to come inside the mall and run some speed tests and see which provider does the best inside the building. So yeah, let's get started. Starting out first, the mall has been wired up by Empire Access to have Wi-Fi throughout the building now. And I thought I'd just start out by showing you guys the Wi-Fi performance before we test the carriers. Now, one thing to keep in mind is prior to Empire Access, the mall had no Wi-Fi at all, other than from some of the private stores. So there you go, symmetrical 100 megabit per second. I'm sure it's probably capable of more than that, but maybe they just capped it at that for capacity. I don't know. But there's the Wi-Fi. Give me 1 second. I'm going to switch us over to Verizon. Okay, we're switched over to Verizon. Verizon does have an in-store solution at the store right behind me. And outside they have ultra-wideband on the macro that you guys probably saw in the intro. Obviously, I haven't edited the video yet, so I don't know where you're going to see it, but you'll see it. 47 millisecond ping. The loaded ping time's okay. Jitter at 12. And the upload is approaching 16. Now, one thing to keep in mind is this signal is most likely coming from the macro, because I believe Verizon's in-store solution is still an LTE repeater or some similar type of system. Let me switch over to T-Mobile and we'll be right back. But before we do that, we have to give a huge shout out to the video sponsor, Circledin. Circledin will help you get family plan pricing without having to set up your own family plan. So let's give them a big shout out, and then we'll come back and we'll test T-Mobile next. Thank you to today's video sponsor, Circledin. If you watch this channel regularly, you already know that Circledin can help you save money on your wireless plan by joining another family plan without having to create your own. But what I thought I would do today is briefly show you guys some examples of just how much money you can save. Let's start out with Verizon Wireless. You can get the unlimited ultimate plan through Verizon with a single line for $90 a month or $100 a month without autopay. On Circledin, you can join an existing circle and pay as little as $65 a month with the fees and plan costs included. Huge savings over going directly to the provider, especially if you have few lines. Next up, we have AT&T Unlimited Premium. That plan gives you similar things to the premium option over at Verizon. Their plan is $85.99 a month. Let's see what we can get that same plan for over at Circledin. So on Circledin, $58 a month. When you factor in even the fees, you're looking at a huge savings over AT&T directly. T-Mobile's latest Go 5G Next plan gives you all the premium features that you can get over at Verizon and AT&T. Their plan, before tax, you're looking at $100 a month for a single line by itself. Whereas our friends over at Circledin can get you on an existing family plan for $59 with all the great benefits that you get on T-Mobile, like the international higher speed roaming. Circledin.com. Thank you again so much for being a great supporter of this channel. Please support our sponsor. Thank you. Alright everybody, welcome back. Now, earlier I did test T-Mobile up near their store to see if it made any difference, and I got a couple tests that were like 300 or 400 down in that range. So clearly T-Mobile doesn't have any kind of in-building solution in this part of the mall because our results are not that great. But as you may have noticed in the intro drone shots, it does appear that another provider is joining the macro that is just outside the mall, and that could be T-Mobile. T-Mobile's signal isn't the strongest around the mall, but it's not that terrible either. Like, honestly, it's kind of hit or miss right now, especially inside the mall. So I'm willing to bet that it's T-Mobile joining the macro outside. Let's run one more test. We'll try the Cornell University server here. Now let's see what happens. Okay, a little bit better results that time. Getting over 200. So all in all, you know, really usable speeds. It's just not mind-blowing like we're used to seeing out of T-Mobile around here. But, you know, again, you can't, you know, nobody's going to complain about 150 or 200 down. You know, the only time I think it would really make a big difference is if you had a huge file. The loaded ping times are a little high. Even the unloaded is a little uncharacteristic for T-Mobile, but still very okay. So there's T-Mobile. Let me switch over to AT&T and we'll be right back. Got AT&T loaded up. AT&T store right next door. And interestingly enough, we did pick up AT&T Wi-Fi. I mean, I guess it's not that interesting. Kind of expected, right? But here's AT&T 5G Plus, which was just deployed on the macro outside maybe 3 weeks ago or a month. So there you go. AT&T 5G Plus. We're going to get around 150, it looks like. Yeah, 155. The loaded ping time is very comparable to T-Mobile. Maybe a little bit better, actually. The jitter seems high for some reason at 39. Let's switch one more server out here. Let's do Cornell University. 56, all right. And looks like we're going to do a little bit better. Closer to 300 this time. Maybe I'll do a test outside and post the results here for you guys, just to see if AT&T improved at all, because when they first deployed midband on the macro outside, it was kind of wonky. The speeds were all over the place and not that great. So 295 on the down. Loaded ping times are actually pretty good. The up's a little high though. 955 on the upload. And next, let me turn on AT&T Wi-Fi, just because I don't usually ever have an opportunity to try it. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're on AT&T internet, and let's see how it compares. 67 millisecond ping, and the download is looking like it's gonna be a little over 100. So kind of interesting that it's not faster. You know, I would think it would be a lot quicker, being that it's their own Wi-Fi. Maybe not their own fiber to the building, though. Who knows? I'm not 100% familiar with how that works, but it's symmetrical at least. So there you go. Let's try one more server, and let's see how it does. 58 millisecond ping. And again, looking like it's probably a little over 100 symmetrical. So very interesting. I wonder why AT&T doesn't have faster service on their own Wi-Fi. Maybe it's a limitation of the fiber they have access to, or just cost. Probably cost. Welcome to corporate America, right? So there you go. There's AT&T Wi-Fi here at Oakdale Commons. Hey, thanks a lot for joining us, guys. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below, and we'll try to get you guys some more videos in the future, as long as you keep hitting subscribe. Very close to 1,000. Let's see if we can break it.